In his divine Pravachans, Maharaj often returns to a timeless truth: approach God like a child, simple, trusting, and without guile. He reminds us that elaborate knowledge or worldly cleverness is not the key to God realization. Rather, it is the pure-hearted, childlike surrender that melts the heart of the divine. Today's reflection brings alive this teaching through a meditation on innocent faith and unwavering trust, which becomes our path to spiritual contentment. To deepen this insight, we shall look into a profound moment from the life of Shri Lakshmipati Tirtha, a revered Dvaita Vedanta saint and spiritual guru of Sri Madhavendra Puri. Who lives in this world without doing some action, even if it were nothing more than breathing? And yet none of these actions is thoroughly complete, because it lacks the correct basis. We perform many actions mechanically, perfunctorily, without knowing why. Both knowledge and devotion are necessary for correctly and fully understanding who or what it am. One may discuss threadbare the philosophical statement, it is Brahman alone which is the true reality. All else, all creation, is but a shadow. And yet experiencing that reality involves some action. Religious service only becomes effective if we recognize the true nature of God. This calls for an undoubting faith in the Sadguru or a saint. Faith just like that of a child feeding at the mother's breast. What can be achieved by such simple, unadulterated blind faith cannot be attained through the eyes of knowledge. So approach God with the trust of an infant in its mother. What hinders such an approach is my knowledge, my wisdom. God enfolds devotees freely because they approach him with a childlike mind. Many are the ways to attain God. The saints advocate the simple way of constant awareness of God. That is, we may go through worldly life, so far as the body is concerned, provided we give our heart and soul entirely to God. Nothing will be of real avail unless the mind becomes steadfast, and that can happen only when it has an objective which is itself steady and everlasting, and the faith in it is unshakable. Faith is necessary for achieving anything in Paramartha, just as love is necessary if prapancha is at all to be worthwhile. A man is what his faith is, irrespective of his station in life. We should trust in God and follow our worldly duties fearlessly, without fighting shy of them. If the queen bee of a hive is removed, the thousands of workers and drones that inhabit the hive automatically leave it. So too, if the body am-I feeling is got rid of, the host of thoughts, fancies, doubts that throng the mind will automatically vanish. The knowledge that comes when one is free of the body am I feeling is alone true and all-pervading. And it is this knowledge that brings perpetual self-sustaining contentment, and this pure contentment is the true vision of God. Sri Lakshmipati Tirtha, though a master of scriptural wisdom and Vedantic logic, emphasized the power of innocent bhakti over dry intellect. It is said that during a severe drought in his region, while scholars discussed scriptural meanings and complex karmic causes, Lakshmipati Tirtha simply gathered his disciples and performed Sankirtana, singing the glories of Lord Krishna with innocent faith. When asked by a curious Brahmin why he wasn't prescribing ritual yajnas or Vedic prayers to bring rain, the Acharya smiled and said, "A child who cries with love in front of his mother never returns empty-handed. Why would God be any different?" That very night, rains came, and the parched earth rejoiced. This incident illustrates how deep faith, expressed through simple devotion rather than elaborate reasoning, draws divine grace. His childlike trust in God's responsiveness was a living example of today's message. As Maharaj so lovingly teaches, faith is not weakness, it is power in its most surrendered form. Our hearts are often clouded by doubt, logic, pride, and learnedness. But saints like Sri Lakshmipati Tirtha show us that the gates of divinity open not through complexity, but through purity. Approach God like a child, unafraid, fully trusting, and utterly open. Let that become your strength, and you'll find Him closer than ever.